Maybe if that calms down, it can go up again, or maybe I'll work out some way to code it so only certain messages get put up, or only messages from trusted people or something. I don't know. But for right now, it's not on very deliberately. Both are getting made, yeah. You would subscribe to my channel, but Day9's channel has sub-chat restriction, mine doesn't. Oof. Oof. That clever man. That's alright, Day9's an excellent streamer to be subbed to. Don't blame you at all. I am a Day9 sub myself. This act is really interesting for Silent. We've got like 4 campfires, 1 elite in theory. 4... 3 elites, 3 campfires is a lot more value all at once. But we might die here. And we probably have to rest here, and then we might die there. And then here we maybe get an upgrade if our relics are good. And then we fight Hexaghost and don't necessarily even win that fight. So that's pretty scary. But like, if we go the 4 campfires path, we're also very likely not to beat Hexaghost. So I think the left path is where we want to be. And we take on some increased risk of dying super early, but we also give ourselves way more chances to pick up like bronze scales, or a good potion for Hexaghost, or noxious fumes, or caltrops. You, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub, Agbomushu. To you as well. Hey, delighted ats. Going alright. I'm gonna take 100 gold for the store. That's how I'm gonna start this. I think 199 gold at the store is gonna give us hopefully enough value. Favorite food to eat at the campfire with friends. The stuff I've eaten hasn't been like... I haven't done a lot of camping, like you drive somewhere and set up and camp. I've done backpacking a decent amount, where the food that I'm eating I didn't choose because it was tasty, I chose it because it was light and easy to prepare. So I can't say that any of that food has like stuck with me as something I particularly enjoyed eating. It was just something to keep me going. Trail mix can be really nice, I guess. Trail mix is fun when backpacking. Hey, Getty, go! How's it going? Gravity Sack, hello. I think the one time that I did go set up somewhere with a campfire and tents and stuff for a long weekend was with Caitlin's family. That was a lot of fun. And I still don't remember anything about what we ate. But I remember we prepared it for a while. Like a dagger throw. I remember that it was like a thing, the preparation of the food for eating. Fire Potion Caltrops card remove is exactly how much gold we have, isn't it? No, we have 5 left over. That's what I'm gonna buy. Caltrops gets us a decent shot at beating Hexaghost already, and Fire Potion gets us through an elite. Am I into the more traditional roguelikes? I haven't played a ton of them, which I guess means no. The closest thing I've played to like a really traditional roguelike for more than 30 minutes would be like original Diablo, which isn't that close to to an original roguelike, right? But I played a lot of that game, and there are some similarities. Hey Nordexa, how are you today? Thank you for the 20 bits forward sound. If you give bits, can it give me gold in the run? I didn't see if those 20 worked. You'll have to keep trying. I'm not sure about the exchange rate. It might be 1,000 bits per 1 gold. You'd want to make... I'm not sure of word sound. I don't think so. Before Ascension came out, would I have guessed that Caltrops would become such a useful card in the hardest difficulty? I don't think I loved power scaling in Silent before Ascension was a thing. Before Ascension was a thing, you didn't need scaling anywhere as much because you didn't need to fight hard fights very often. And so my Silent decks tended to be more about consistency. Like Acrobatics was a card I liked a lot more because it let me draw toward like the 2 upgraded cards that I had that were enough to win or whatever. Hey Chai, thanks for the 4 months. Agbomushu to you as well. Been crafting soda can stoves today for friends who all in all good times. Soda can stoves, cool. Sounds like fun. Hey Jabuja. Hey Fermi Paradox. Hey Duck Die. I don't know how many times I'm meant to click on this. I want 36 health for that fight, even with a fire potion, I think. 36 is like a very specific number. I specifically want 36 because I think it's how much I need. There's like a fairly large breakpoint, I think, at 36 against Gremlin Knob, where you become significantly more likely to win the fight if you have above 36 health. So there's Gremlin Knob, and then there's also Lagavulin attacks you for 40 over the first 2 turns. The sentries attack you in increments of 10, and your blocks block for 5. So having a 6 instead of a 5 at the end of your health total has a bit of a breakpoint too, where you get a decent number of fights where you win instead of lose. So we can probably do this 3 times. Oh, cool. And then on the first is awesome. Sucker Punch is not atrocious here. I already have a Crippling Cloud, though, for a week. Just feels like Piercing Wail's a little bit too defensive before the elites. Later on, maybe even in this act, Piercing Wail could be a big pickup. Maybe I need it now. It's going to be good against Hexaghost as well. I don't have that many card rewards. I have a Fire Potion, I have a Pendant. It's either Piercing Wail or All-Out Attack, I think. And then being an all-out attack against sentries just sounds so strong, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7th is all-out attack. We'll be able to do that sometimes. Do it on turn 2 sometimes. Okay. Lagavulin. So we want to start with Crippling Cloud. We want to start cycling our pen nib a little bit. What was all out attack's original function? Can't remember if it was good or bad. I don't know. I actually don't remember at all. Actually have no idea. Don't think it was ever a card that I valued super highly. Okay, so we're getting to pen nib all out attack, which is our highest damage attack, so that's cool. Don't hit strike. I mean, okay. What a great card. 39-36. I think I have to just try to block here. Oof. 35-32. We can play 2 defends. No, we're not dead. We've got a fire potion. We're maybe dead in the next fight, but we're not dead in this one. Deal 4 damage. Nice pen nib. Tough bandages. So anytime we discard a card, we gain 3 block. Good with Survivor and Dagger Throw right now. That's already a pretty powerful relic and can get stronger. Corpse Explosion is an incredibly powerful card. I have 26 health. Good fucking luck, I guess. Hey, I think Sentries is better than Gremlin Knob. I don't know if I meant to wait for all out attack or not. I really don't know. I don't think so. I think it's better to neutralize one and get Crippling Cloud Poison on it. Probably. Hey, the Lemonish. I'm doing alright. Hey, a Skirt. Magoo Kazoo and Weirdo of Oz and Z Slayer. I never remember what old Corpse Explosion did. Yeah, it got skipped a lot. Basically what it did. There's a Corpse Explosion in the deck. Okay. So maybe I was about to go after the one with more hit points. It doesn't matter. We've got an all-out attack as well. Looks like we're good. For right now. Hey, you're welcome, Goyflin. Yeah, Chris, like, really, really knows his stuff and is very useful. Chris was sitting on a beach in Thailand after poker went down in the US, and he did this little math exercise where he looked at what his expenses were for sitting on the beach in Thailand, like at a nice hotel, eating all the food he wanted, doing all the fun things he wanted. And he looked at the money that he'd made in poker, and he realized he could just do this until he died if he wanted. And he realized, like, he had to actually set goals for what he did want to do. because his life didn't have resistance anymore. He did very well for himself in poker. Like, he could do whatever he wanted for the rest of his life. And he decided what he wanted to do to make the world a better place was to like leverage his expertise in poker to try to help people who were doing like big things in the world to be better people themselves and be better at doing the things that they were doing. And I think he's done a really, really good job of that. Very inspiring to see what he's done. He's an inspiration a little bit for me as a streamer because he worked with me. Both as a poker coach before poker went down and after poker went down as a productivity coach. He worked with me to try to like goal set, and I think a thing that I can do that's very powerful that he doesn't get to do is I can do one-to-many interactions, where he does like one-to-one interactions with people to try to get them doing good things and in happy places. And he tries to pick people who have a lot of like influence in the world and stuff, so that that's his way of like making the world better overall. But I can do one-to-many interactions all at once. I think that's really sweet. Hey Stampeasy, hey Castle Raven. Thanks, Slayer. Whew. Link to Chris's article in the Discord podcast and articles thread, but I'll link it here as well. His name is Chris Sparks. You probably wouldn't have heard of him. He's not the sort of person that you would have heard of, I don't think. Really interesting to think about how once you get past the typical resistances in life, a lot of people never go that route. They just sort of stagnate in that lifestyle. So it's cool to see people who are using their skills to help others once they get past their hurdles as a goal. He's Snipper. He's Slayer. Yeah. I think it's really interesting looking at streaming because you have a bunch of gamers who wanted to game and wanted to chat with people and game, and all of a sudden some of them are getting to places where they like have fuck you money. Like, they have more money than they could need for the rest of their lives. And I think it's going to be really interesting to see what people in the streaming industry end up doing with, you know, that privilege, that situation that they're in. Some people are just gonna like be like, okay, that's cool, I'm gonna keep streaming and enjoying myself and hanging out with my community, and that's positive. And some people are gonna be like, okay, I wanna like go Hollywood and start endorsing products and whatever. And maybe some people are gonna do some really cool things. Like Ali Straza on F2K does a lot of work for inclusion of women in gaming spaces, for example, which makes perfect sense because she is a woman who games. But that's not something that she like has to do. It's something that she spends extra time and energy doing when she could be spending her life on, you know, hanging out with her boyfriend and stuff like that. It was just really cool to watch it all happen. Hey, Atomic Aegis. I don't know about Smiling Mask. Smiling Mask tends to be probably 225 gold over the course of the next few acts, but it doesn't do anything immediately. 225 gold's enough. Yeah, sure. EFA. We're at 35 health, which is exactly not enough for me to be comfortable not drinking the regen potion, I think. Although we got a good turn 1, and Penib is on its way. There's a good chance that we Penib on turn 3. So 71, 61, 5 attacks. think we should regen potion. Oh, dagger throw. Blocks for 3. All out attack blocks for 3. We're not going to get the full value of the regen potion if we do it now. It would be better to wait until a fight that's going to last the full 5 turns. Ideally, would hold it until after we started the Hexaghost fight, because that's going to affect how much we get attacked for in turn 2 against Hexaghost. I might panic and use it next turn, but I'm going to try to hold it through the entire fight here. I think we're fine. Hey, Ceridan! Play games to escape the modern world. It's good that people use games as a positive influence on people. Gaming is a lot more receptive now. It's it maybe feels sort of sinister to say it like this, but I think a decent number of people use games to sort of escape from things they're struggling with, and if they're gonna come like watch my stream, that puts me in a pretty powerful position to maybe help out. It's like sort of crazy, right? Like I'm just in people's living rooms and they're maybe trying to unwind from a busy day at work or in their relaxation time, trying to get away from the stresses in their life, and I can be in that space. That's not a space that many people get to be in. Wanna die? / Bane. We do some life things you can't catch your streams all the time, but you've been really enjoying all of my YouTube videos, seeing all the latest Spire ones, currently watching my Darkest Dungeon Stygian playthrough, and it's absolutely hilarious. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Hefe. Yeah, that was a really fun, really fun run of Darkest Dungeon. I'm glad Atomic Aegis and Sadstar. Hey, Frozen. You could have worded that less creepily, Frozen. Hey, Miyomi, how you doing? Ads try very hard to get in that space. Yeah. I try to be very cognizant of when I'm running ads on this channel, but also they pay enough that... I mean, I'm always making the decision about whether the value that I'm giving is worth the sort of abuse of trust. If that makes sense. I'm gonna take the die. The abuse of trust. Like, people have invited me into their living rooms and then I'm gonna try to sell them on something, you know? That's certainly not an idea that causes me to want to get up in the morning or anything. Let's take a fumes. Any future games looking to take a jab at? You can always see in the Discord there's a Games Jorbs is Playing channel where I talk about that stuff and try to keep it updated. Oh, I didn't update that I'm playing Apex Legends today. Well, I'm not going to do that today. That's fine. At what point would I consider Bane to be good? Like, seldom. It's just a front-loaded damage card, and it's a front-loaded damage card which only works in very specific situations which aren't usually happening at the start of runs, which is when front-loaded damage tends to be important. Any future games I'm looking... I answered that already. Hey, Powder Keg. On-screen chat is deliberately not working. I try to be a pretty chill stream, Goyflin. I'm glad that I'm doing that for you. Hey Smurf, how are you? I don't know if I tend to go for the left or right fire. Somebody could like write an analysis of that maybe. Let me know. I'd be curious. See the C4. I think, and I'm not 100% sure, but I believe that Hexaghost decides... Man, that is a good relic. God, so is Snecko's skull. I believe that the Hexaghost decides how much it's attacking you for on turn 1 of the fight. Like, when you walk into the fight, it sets what its attack will be. I believe. I'm gonna try not to use the potions. I need to take Die over Bane earlier. Well, it basically deals the same amount of damage as Bane unconditionally and AoE, right? Also, the fact that it exhausts is useful, because your attack cards... Your attack cards tend to be good in shorter fights, where it doesn't matter that they exhaust. Like against an enemy with 40 hit points, your attack cards are pretty good. They tend not to be very good in longer fights. Like against Time Eater or Awakened One, your attack cards are not really the strong cards in your deck for that fight. And so if you have an attack card which exhausts, you still get the same amount of value from it in the short fight, because you're only going to draw it once anyway. But you don't have to draw it multiple times in the longer fight, and it ends up being a benefit rather than a drawback a lot of the time. And DM, I try to run more casual streams every now and then, like do off-hour streams of different games and things like that, and DM. Which is, I know it's a lot harder to, you can't like tune in every day at the same time and see me playing the game, right? Because it's sometimes, and it's a different game, and it's at a different time, and whatever, but if you're in the Discord, like every now and then there will be an announcement that I'm just trying to have a chill stream playing a different game. Later tonight, you can hang out with me and Jessica while we play Apex Legends, and we're just going to be hanging out and talking to chat. Neither of us is an Apex Legends streamer, so the game's going to be, it's like sponsored content. I'm going to be getting paid for the game, and I'm going to be trying to show it off, because that's part of what I signed up to do, sort of. Give honest opinions about it, but also show it to my viewers. But yeah, I'm also just going to be chatting with Jessica about life as a streamer and stuff. EW charging. Hey Matt, like sleep. I'm sorry you're having a bad week. I hope it improves. What's the reasoning for not using regen potion? Well, I heal 3/4 of my missing health at the end of the fight. And so, if I heal for 15 before the end of the fight, I would have healed 12 of that health anyway. If I keep the regen potion, then I can use it in Act 2 and heal for 15, and that's health that like I wouldn't have had in Act 2. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I see Waddles. Does Skull make Envenom viable? Skull plus Mummified Hand mean that this is one of the better Envenoms that I've ever been offered, yeah. And I mean, I take Envenom from time to time without those two relics. It's a decent power. I think we have so much damage scaling and stuff already that we just take Mullies, though. And then I think Fire Potion's better than Attack Potion, just, like, more consistent. Snecko Mummified Hand with a Crippling Cloud, a Corpse Explosion. Yeah. Yeah. How frequently do my IRL friends... my IRL friends... The majority of my time that I spend with people off stream is with my girlfriend, who is incredible, but she doesn't have interest in joining me on stream. And with, like, my friends who I have made as a streamer who are predominantly other streamers and content creators themselves. And you know, when we play games on stream, it's like we just feel like playing games on stream together sometimes, and it's pretty easy. It's not a drama type thing. Hey, Adrenal Corgi. Archive Potato, hello. Hey, Theodore. Hey, I'm home now. Thank you very much for all of the support. I'm glad you're still here. Hey, Map TV. Where's the memer? I studied classics in college. I was interested in, particularly in oral storytelling before the invention of writing, which is, you know, I mean, it's a lot. Yeah, but that was my thing. I struggle a lot to hover over relics for people who don't know what they are. Unfortunately, Get Eco, like, it's so ingrained for me. The habit of just instantly clicking on them. I could tell you that I was going to try, but just, like, I can't do that. Unfortunately. If you ever have questions, though, you can definitely ask in chat. All right. So, we're 1 damage short with Poison Stab next turn if we just defended. I think I'm gonna do that, and we might not kill next turn, and it will go bad. Okay. Potentially prehistoric shitposting. Prehistoric, like, epic storytelling. Like, what people consumed instead of Game of Thrones back in the day. Back in the day. Back in the day. Back when I was a kid. Acrobatics, Flechettes, and Deadly Poison are all semi-appealing here. Acrobatics blocks for 3 as well. You can always send me a message on Discord. I'm home now. I am not going to be free today at all. And maybe a little bit free tomorrow. Maybe. Like, I'm not saying I don't want to make time for you or something. I'm saying I don't have the ability to make time until at least tomorrow. Epic shit posting. Flechettes with a 7-card hand is definitely not bad. I take the acrobatics. I think 1 acrobatics is great to have. Let's go transform 2 cards. Strikes are just really not very good right now. Grand Finale. Alright. Grand Finale, but it doesn't cost 0 because we have Snecko Eye. But it doesn't cost 0. Abacus is okay here. I'd like to take advantage of the card remove, though. I'm going to remove a strike over Grand Finale, and we'll see where that goes. I'm also going to buy an Art of War. Grand finale is like 8 strikes. There you go. We've done the math. Probably discard grand finale, huh? what a great card. An outstanding card. I think I was meant to pop the regen potion at the beginning of this fight. Just didn't think about it. I was reading chat. Hey, network node. It's really nice being able to watch YouTube videos that increase speed, huh? The pace of the stream is almost deliberately slow. Hanging out with people, chatting, stuff like that. If I had to play another game simultaneously with Slay the Spire, which one would I enjoy? Like, I'd spend half my day playing Slay the Spire and half my day playing the other game, or like I would play them both literally at the same time. What do you mean exactly? Reflex Plus is like, I mean, I don't control what all-out attack discards, but I do have Dagger Throw, Acrobatics, and Survivor in a 21 card deck with a Grand Finale. Let's have some fun. Oh, well-laid plans would have been a nice buy. I don't know that this fight goes long enough for regen potion. I'm gonna drink it anyway. We're definitely playing this. This one I think I have to Fumes. We're hoping it hits Caltrops, obviously. Not very likely though. I could just kill this guy turn 1 with the fire potion. Saves 10 health? At least 10 health. Actually, it's not true it saves at least 10 health. It might lose us health next turn because of what happens when we draw Corpse Explosion, but can't kill one of them that turn. I think I'll hold the fire potion then. That makes sense to me. Grand Finale will eat a mummified hand drop. Not something that often happens, as it is a 0-cost card in theory. Alright, Corpse Explosion. Fight is over. How do you get over your depression at not being able to defeat Ascensions 14 and 15? Go like take a run, come back, sit down, write down why you can't beat them, and fix it. Nice regen, hot. Yeah, I thought so too. We got to pick up a liquid bronze, I don't know. It healed us for more than it would have in the Hexaghost fight, like net. I like the burst. There are a very large number of very good upgrades here. Against Collector, so like Fumes is a pretty reasonable one. What else is really good against Collector? Fumes is just really very, very good against Collector. I was never on a debate team. I did journalism in high school. That was my like extracurricular. Journalism and jazz band. Piercing Whale's very good against Collector. Removing a strike's pretty good too, but we can only do one of the two. instrument. I played piano as a kid, and my friends in middle school, when I moved to America, found out I played piano and told me they needed a pianist for their jazz band, so I played some jazz piano. I didn't like being in the rhythm section, so I taught myself trombone the summer before freshman year of high school, and then played trombone and then eventually bass trombone in the jazz band in high school. Really feels like we need a piercing whale. I'm also gonna rest here, I think. I think I want 2 elites. We're just pretty good at elite fights, right? Ooh. All of these are quite good. We've got a mummified hand. That Enchiridion is very relevant. I don't know if I maybe just want a Crippling Cloud, actually. I guess with Crippling Cloud we get attacked next turn. Also we get a Kunai proc this way. Sort of matters. What happens when you burst an X card? That, like, I don't know why, but that just sounded inappropriate to say. It just takes whatever number of energy you have both times. Cool. Let's leave Pen stacked. What was the interaction with Burst? Failed and just took all the energy. Yeah, that was a Havoc. Although I think I've heard about other people having it happen with Burst. I think Dolphin had it happen with Burst, actually. Second Fumes with Mummified Hand. Blade Dance with Kunai. Blade Dance is actually pretty... I'd take a Blade Dance Plus. I don't think I'm going to take a regular one. I guess the problem with it is that the scaling doesn't work very well against Time Eater or the Heart. Both of those punish you for playing lots of cards. I'm not going to be taking this elite fight. I think we go this way. Just spent quite a lot of health picking up Enchiridion, which is fine. It's a very good relic, but gotta respect the fact that we don't have that much health now. I just punched my microphone. Sorry about that. You were wondering if like somebody dropped something on the floor above you or something like that. Nope, just me. Just silly old Jorbs. Letter opener. Letter opener. Accuracy is from Thingamajig this fight. What's it called? Enchiridion. That's the one. I did not make a decision to take accuracy. Fairy in a bottle's interesting. You spend a lot of time in the collector fight getting attacked for like 40. Might be better than a fire potion. I think it is. Don't know that I've ever discarded a fire potion for a fairy in a bottle before. Is disarm or melee stronger? I think it's impossible to say. Those cards are like not even for the same character, right? They do somewhat similar jobs. But they're very different cards. Damn it. How's our grand finale been doing? What's the DPS report on grand finale in this run so far? Zero doesn't sound great. Is a question about Sorry if I missed a question back there. I don't know what it was, but I feel like I did. Hey, burnt pies. Back from being an active participant in democracy, huh? That's inspiring. I love the Infinite Blades Art of War synergy that we have going on here. Seems very strong. I don't know that we need to ask what was being protested. I feel like we could just acknowledge that someone was participating in a society in which people's voices matter. London Brexit protest. Yeah, okay. I can imagine that being pretty crazy. Which is a better spell, Dancing Lights or Light? I don't know. I've never actually cast either of those spells in D&D. Bullet Time's alright. 1,000 Cuts and Venom. Are both also alright. Alchemize is the only card here that doesn't seem even remotely interesting. Yeah, let's take a Bullet Time. Bullet Time can be very, very strong with Snecko. We also have a Kunai. So, like, getting to play that one strike that we have is pretty nice. Oh shit, do we go Runic Pyramid, Snecko here? We've got Mummified Hand, Bullet Time, some discard, Grand Finale. Oh shit. Art of War. It doesn't seem that great to do that, but I sort of want to anyway. You know? How often does somebody beat the Ascension 20 heart with Runic Pyramid Snecko Eye? Are we doing it? Are we accepting the challenge? Alright, now I have to win though, because otherwise it's gonna feel like a huge letdown. Oof, the pressure is suddenly on. We're memeing a little bit. I think that this is not that bad though. I think it's not that bad. In terms of Snecko Eye Pyramid, like having the Mummified Hand, having the Art of War, having the discard, all of those things help quite a lot. See, look, next turn we will get to draw an entire 4 cards. Yeah, this might not be great. It might not be great. Hey, Linkster, thanks for the 13 months sub in a row. Agbomo should you as well. Why don't we have the Jorb's Punt emote? Why would we need it? Doesn't seem necessary. Yeah, we don't need any of these cards, I don't think. Really want Calculated Gambles now? Hell yeah. Calculated Gamble has been the best card we could have seen since we picked up Tough Bandages, basically. But even more than before. We are certainly looking for a Calculated Gamble. The problem with taking Prepared to dump hand is that sometimes Prepared costs 3. Like, there's no guarantee that Prepared is the low-cost card to let us get cards out of our hand. I like Footwork quite a lot. There isn't something to... I don't think there's something that's so important that we want to mirror it. Mirror the bullet time. I don't think so. Maybe though. Like, I don't... The reason we're here right now is that I don't think the deck needs to do that, really. But maybe I'm wrong. I feel like playing Infinite Blades is very bold there. Maybe Infinite Blades was the remove. I'll take a dash. It procs Kunai. It does all sorts of nice things for us. Is that 2 well-laid plans in a row? No big deal, just saying. Just an observation for you. Oh no. Oh yes. Oh yes. I can't pen nib it though. What a world. What a world we live in. Would I take Snecko I Pyramid? No. Like... this is not a good idea. If you're at home wondering whether or not you should try this, no. No, you shouldn't. 4, 8. It's a dagger throw bullet time grand finale next turn. 10 nibbed grand finale this time. Can I do something else to save pen nib? I don't think so. I like a dash plus over a footwork. I feel like we're getting close to proccing kunai regularly. I don't remember if this is actually 0 cost or not. Does anybody know? it would just be useful to actually know that right now. Costs 1, alright. I need to like take a screenshot of my hand before I start my turn. Narrator. All right. Ooh, leg sweep plus. We've already got the burst. Exodia is complete. Leg sweep burst are the 2 pectoral muscles of Exodia, which it turns out is all you need. Thanks for the 100 bits and anonymous cheerer. The spooky ghost continues to stalk the channel. Much appreciated. Hey, Avalanche. Ooh. Footwork plus, I think. First plus is really good. There are a lot of very good upgrades in our deck. The Amos Trask, how are you? All right, so let's work this out. Let us begin. Grand finale, deal 100 damage. So if we go... It's only going to be 50 damage next turn. If we just went bullet time and played all the cards except Grand Finale, that would be fine. Maybe hold Piercing Wail too. Oh, all out attack. No. I guess we'll hold all out attack as well. I should have discarded all out attack with acrobatics. That's what I should have done. Oh, the game's too hard. Game's too hard. I believe we can Grand Finale again here. Or am I drawing the wrong number of cards? If I discard that, I don't draw. Ah, I screwed it up. Oh well. I'm gonna keep this dash. And I'm ready to go. Looks good to me. Why is this deck working? Its relics are insane. Mummified Hand mainly. Also, we haven't actually fought a difficult fight since I took Runic Pyramid, I don't think. We're about to fight an actual elite, where we'll actually have to do things in order to win the fight, which will be different. Oh shit, I should have played Poison Tap first so I could discard Reflex maybe? That Did not occur to me. Okay. Up bandage is nice too. I'm not sure how often we've had to block. Like, yeah, it's a really strong relic, but we haven't been playing difficult fights. Like, it hasn't really mattered that much. I think I keep the Art of War. One more card. Oh, I am playing Dash. Fuck. For some reason I decided I wasn't playing Dash there. Which was, like, clearly incorrect. Yeah, Casaplex, thanks for the bits. Much appreciated. Squeaks, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Agbomo show to you as well. Living ever so slightly dangerously right now. Like, it just wouldn't take that many bad energy rolls for us to start taking a lot of damage here. Do I draw? Do I discard? Can't discard. I don't think I can Grand Finale this time through the deck. But I can... Ooh, I also can't guarantee bullet time next turn. I think I should play a dash, though. Is this a perfect giant head fight? I think it was. Okay, so there's another Malaise. Still Nudaka first, right? Yeah. But, like, against Time Eater and Awaken one, Malaise seems very important. And against the Heart as well. Let's take it. Skip a Maw Bank. That's our upgrade. Mild Malaise. Burst. Burst is still a pretty appealing upgrade. Burst gives us some really, really massive turns with bullet time. Cloud's very good though, and the Malaises are very good. I'm gonna go malaise. Also, the trade is nice to have. Don't know if I discard that. Grand finale is in the building. Just go burst piercing whale. Burst piercing whale malaise. Yeah, there's some wounds in the deck. We've got a lot of poison damage though. We're gonna be alright. Sorry, this is like pretty difficult. Yeah, this is making my brain a little bit stressed out. If I bullet time and end the turn with 4 cards in my hand, I can grand finale next turn. Which 4 cards? This defend. In neutralize, and grand finale, and acrobatics. Okay. I am... yeah. Have a good one, Z-Slayer. I have strong opinions on aloe water. What is aloe water? What is that? I'm gonna take a catalyst. I'm gonna give away my crippling cloud, I think. Give away my attack potion. 57 gold. I don't know. We're giving him something. Is crippling cloud? I have my attack potion. I give up on talking. Language was a mistake. It was also simple. It was all so simple back in the day. Ah, blah, blah, blah. What are the most successful ironclad archetypes to go for? You don't. You don't go for archetypes. Archetypes and pocket monsters. Nah, you just have to play every run as it comes, using the card pool that's available to you. I mean, this run, I feel like if you're like wondering why you would want to maybe not think about archetypes, this run where we have a Snecko Runic Pyramid deck that just took damage for the first time in Act 4 is probably like a pretty reasonable starting point for why maybe there's more to think about than that. Grand Finale next turn with Pen Nib. Or without Pen Nib. I can do like this and stack Pen Nib closer to being ready to go next fight. Did I say Act 4? Look. I have to think really hard. Way harder than I should. To play this deck, alright? Concentrate's interesting, right? Concentrate is pretty decent with malaise, gets rid of cards stuck in our hand if that happens, gets rid of like a wound if that's stuck in our hand, discards reflex for us if we take it. There's not much reason to play this second Fumes yet. I have Bullet Time in hand, so it will cost 0 at some point. And I already have the Fumes and playing these have artifact stacks. So playing the second Fumes that turn just did very, very little. It got it in play, but it doesn't do anything in play just yet. A lot of different ways to play this turn. I don't think I should cash in Bullet Time yet, because I think I can get through the turn without it pretty well. Not just this. It's 28 block? Hey, Bronze Dongle. You walked in on something quite beautiful. And there isn't really much more to do other than appreciate it. Where's Pendib at? 1, 2. Doesn't quite work. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hitting Deka instead of Donu. It's a little bit easier to deal Thorns damage to Deka, but it's not a very big difference in this fight. But when I play Caltrops here, when Donu attacks, Donu has 21 block, and when Deka attacks, Deka doesn't have block because Deka is the one who creates the block. So Deka will take 10 Thorns damage from Caltrops this turn. Again, it's not a very big deal. Just a tiny thing. For the most part, I'm playing Corpse Explosion, so they'll just both die at the same time, and it doesn't make that big a difference. Great. Awakened one. Let's see. Not the best starting hand. Probably don't want to play Inaccuracy in this fight, right? So is that just stuck in our hand forever? I'm gonna play it. Hardest fight in the game for this deck? Could be. Heart seems pretty tough. Yeah, I don't know, we'll see. I don't think Kunai is procced yet, how's that? Can I Grand Finale with Pendib this turn? That's a little far-fetched. Okay, that turn was really good. That turn was really, really, really good. Should be good now. Oh, I just fucking clicked the wrong card. I was trying to click the 3-cost defend. Whoops. Your turn? I guess I don't have any. Let's do that or something. How is Grand Finale not in my hand? Like, where did it go? Did I discard it with all out attack? Maybe I discarded it with all out attack. That's probably what happened. Or maybe I like deliberately discarded it. That's also possible. Not even particularly unreasonable. Might do it again now. Yep. Not keeping Catalyst for Phase 2. Phase 2 is a lot easier than Phase 1. Awaken Fight gets easier and easier. The further into it you got. Minus Strength carries over. The Awakened One cleanses any debuffs, which means if the Awakened One has negative strength, it will make its strength 0. So minus strength doesn't carry over, it's just that you can use it to make it so that any positive strength that Awakened One has doesn't carry over either. If Awakened One has 6 strength and you whale it to 0, it will start at 0 strength in Phase 2. If it has 0 strength and you whale it to minus 6, it will just cleanse the minus 6 and go back to starting at 0 again. That Void is terrifying, isn't it? That is a very frightening Void. It was not super great to have only 2 energy for a second there. There were not a lot of cards in my hand that said they could be played. We dead? We got a piercing whale. Man, oh man. That was enjoyable. Alright. Play the Shiv too. Homemade Meat says, "Psst, let's go to the ocean and drink the water." No? Well, thank you very much for 4 months subs. And Snoring Buddha, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. I'm going to show to you as well. The thump, the thump, the thump. 1,982 damage to the heart. Thanks, Snoring Buddha. We got 325 gold. That's good for a piercing whale? I don't think we want to be buying bottled tornado. It just seems like a lot of gold for something that doesn't do very much. Actually, I think card remove Ornithopter is correct. Gives us 10 more health to work with in the heart fight. Card remove Ornithopter, 268. I like 1 gold short of doing that and buying piercing whale, I think. I have to buy a potion though. Card remove Ornithopter potion. Yeah, we can do that. That's fine. Young Sail, thanks for the 2-month sub. Agbomo show to you as well. Two draws to kill a clock. Yeah, Toy Ornithopter seems really good here. We are 1 gold short of card remove piercing whale. The card I am removing is Infinite Blades, I think. I think it is problematic to keep on having shivs in my hand. I think I'm consistently wanting to proc Art of War, but having a shiv in my hand is stopping me from drawing a card. Alright, so we're gonna have turn 2 bullet time to deal with the really scary attack there. Could just use Aurichalcum. It's not even enough. Not enough block. Next turn, I mean. Like this turn's whatever, but next turn is... We're drawing 2 burns first. We're gonna take a lot of damage next turn. Is there some, like, thing that I can do? I can't really think of what it is. Skill potion next turn, I guess. Yeah, that'll be nice, because I'm going to be at -6 max HP. So skill potion will heal me for a bit. That's how that works? Huh, I've never done it before. That's not how I wanted it to work. Well, fuck. I guess that makes sense. Fuck. I thought that would just let my next 2... Yeah, I see why it works like that. No, that's not a bug. That's how the game consistently works. I just didn't recognize that that's how it was going to work there. That actually is how Echo Form works. So it does work like Echo Form. Right? I believe. Gotta put some poison on someone. What happened? Alright, so when I play Burst, I get a thing that says the next skill that I play this turn gets played twice. Wait, actually? Fuck. I don't know. I don't know that I actually do understand why that happened. Now that I think about what I thought happened, it doesn't actually make sense. Huh, maybe I did get screwed. Oh well, life goes on. Definitely not what I expected to be happening, right? Multiple bursts add to the number of skills this turn you'll double cast, not the number of times you'll double the next one. Right, but I only doubled one next skill. So I burst, and then I burst. So that was 2 bursts I played, which should mean that the next skill gets played twice. But I think what happened is that when I burst the burst, the first one's the real card, and that plays twice. No, it still doesn't make sense. Yeah, I don't understand why I didn't get 5 defense total. It seems like I should have gotten 5 defense total. Next 2 skills after the second burst get burst. Yeah, that's what I thought, but that's not what happened, right? I don't know. Spooky. Where's Grand Finale? Grand Finale, where are you? Maybe I'm still within the Steam return window for the game. Next skill is Burst. Yep. So I played Burst twice, which creates a thing that says the next 2 attacks that I play that turn get played twice, as far as I know. But they didn't. So it is a mystery, I think? We can just say it's a mystery. It was like Roswell or something. Just one of those problems that never get solved. It was weather balloons, I believe. But yeah, the sorry, spoilers. History spoilers there. Can I kill these jerks this turn? Because if I can't, I'm taking a lot of damage. Not that much damage. I could take 6 damage if I wanted. Okay, now I'm taking 0 damage. And next turn, they both die. Cool. Dead Branch is fascinating. Dead Branch is fascinating. I already have a Runic Pyramid and a Snecko Eye. I don't think I'm... I think that's like... That's the step too far, I think. Caltrops Plus is great, though. I think I can pretty comfortably not take that Dead Branch. burst from the top rope. Will not be dealing me a whole lot of damage, thank you very much. One of the Caltrops used to cost 0. I'll just play both of them. Charlotte. Anko show to you as well. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub. I have Venom in play. I've been paying excellent attention to what's going on. So that turn was okay. I think playing a Fumes is a good idea here. Am I okay with using Dash this turn? I think I sort of have to. It's like Dash, Fumes, hold on to Neutralize to clear an Artifact charge next turn. Actually 2 Artifact charges because we haven't Venom. Don't put Fumes on play. Maybe go Dash Crippling Thought Catalyst or something. Could like Dagger Throw instead of Dash. I feel like I'm gonna die next turn. Fuck. Okay, multi-attack's good. We survived the multi-attack. You're still attacking me for positive damage. Rude. Just have to survive this turn. 33. I lean away from the microphone to do a happy dance. Yeah, that'll work. Make sure I'm not crazy. 17, 26, 22. 39. It is actually sort of close. I maybe don't want to just be playing a bunch of random attacks here. So there's a piercing whale in the deck, and I drew it. I also drew concentrate. We have to survive the multi-attack, and we have to survive the big attack. Enemies weakened forever. Can go like defend something or other this turn, or I could just not. Next turn I have piercing whale against the multi-attack, or concentrate, burst, defend, dash against the big attack. Is that enough? That might not be enough. Ah, fuck, that might not be enough. It's like all block cards in there, so if I can make room, I will get more block cards. I could go dagger throw. Dagger throw costs me energy next turn though. Defend fumes. Feels like there are a lot of good hits there. Play fumes and not play defend. I think I have 28 block plus 7, 35, which means we're just barely dead. Just barely dead to the big attack. Concentrate this turn to make room, but then I don't have energy next turn. I think the energy on concentrate is valuable. Is defend fumes just... It's a 1-cost defend though. So if I end turn, we're 50% to win. And it's just a question of if we can get better than 50% to win. We don't have to worry about the multi-attack at all. If we get multi-attacked, we win. So it's just, is there some other way? Yeah, there has to be some way to give ourselves a chance of full blocking next turn. That seems sort of obvious now that I phrase it like that. But which way do we want to try to do it? Sort of like defend dagger throw. Costs us an energy next turn though? That's bad. But it keeps... Alright, let's do defend fumes. Or just fumes? Defend fumes. I would like to hit leg sweep and then be able to play it, ideally. I don't think that playing die 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 here increases my chances to win because it loses us an energy next turn. That's my current theory. Hey, it's the multi-attack. And we did hit leg sweep, so even if it had been the big attack, we get to go concentrate, burst, leg sweep. I believe that's enough. But it wasn't the big attack. It wasn't the big attack, so it doesn't matter. GG. We're infinite, by the way. Oh, man. That was just a really, really fun run. That's one of the most enjoyable runs of Slay the Spire I've played. Thanks for being a part of that, everybody.